For the
Hey,
record.
we're live. Awesome.
On some of them.
Yep.
Right?
It's
All
alright. I ain't saying nothing to you guys.
Yeah,
that I wouldn't
just
say
so
to
you know, so
my
you
mother.
don't say something you'll regret.
My mother knows I say shit.
Bam.
Shit, fuck, damn.
Hell, bitch.
Erin Part 2. Nice naming.
Yeah.
John said to go with it.
So-
And we're back.
So what's up, guys? We had a full system crash.
That was a technical
Yeah.
difficulty
Excuse the technical
on
difficulties.
12.
As you can tell, our sponsors
Like,
are no longer
they're not
there.
there.
Nothing looks the normal.
Yeah, I got to rebuild everything.
Yeah.
So you know what? We said screw
So,
it.
if you're commenting, we appreciate you, but we ain't gonna catch you.
It's actually pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you have either one, if you follow us on Instagram, feel free to message us on there if it's something really like you want to make fun of us for or something like that.
We're just, very clever. We like clever.
Yeah.
I
We'll,
just say if you text, my phone's underneath my butt and it will vibrate.
I think that was a dare.
Yeah.
I did
Text me.
wink at the
Text me.
camera. I did wink.
Thank you guys though for hanging on. If you're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, the whole thing crashed. We just drank Deviate from the Norms, Silent Reading, Scottish Strong with graham cracker and cinnamon at 9.2% ABV. We had a lot of really good things to say about it, including how pleasant the mouthfeel was.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that you caught. Doesn't count, I guess.
But,
3 butts.
it was a very solid beer.
Very solid beer.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I am first to rate this one. And I'm honestly going to give it a 4. I think if I ever found out they were doing this again, which unfortunately they don't do that, but if I found out they were going to do this again, or at least another Scottish Strong, I would happily go try another one from them in this style. So I'll give it a 4. John?
You know what? I was going to go a little bit higher. I had to come back around. I thought it was really fantastic. One of the better beers that I've had from them. I was going to go 4.5.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Okay.
For me, it was great. Just doesn't quite get me that high, but I did enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to settle in between y'all with a 4.25.
Perfect.
4.25.
At least you didn't agree with John. That's all that matters.
We did not agree. This is like the first beer tonight we did not really
Yeah,
agree
actually,
on.
yeah.
No, there was one other, but it was in
Only-
the same way. Where
it was
3 scores, but it was like the low, the middle, the mean,
The bell curve.
all of it. It was
all of
perfect.
it. We got the whole parabola.
Yeah. Off-screen Matt, what would you give it?
I thought it was really good. It drank really well. It's got a good flavor. I would go with a strong 3.75. I don't know if it's quite seek out for me.
Yeah.
He dropped it.
Yeah, I had to be that guy. I can't agree with either of you
Why he
guys.
doesn't count.
But
He's dragging the scores down.
actually, it's quite. Normally, I bump them up.
He does tend to do that.
It's really good. It's definitely worth a try. I enjoyed it. It's just not one I would seek back out. Is my only hindrance. Strong 3.75. If we go over that, I'd be above it. Just not a 4.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one because I've been eyeballing it for a cheesecake.
I'm apprehensively
Not gonna
excited
lie.
about this.
If I had another one, I'd give it to you for a cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's out of Texas, and
We don't have another
Well,
one.
I'm about to make.
unfortunately, I'm about to go to Texas.
Yeah, that's
so
really what I say.
that would have been amazing because we would have had a beer order for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do have a beer.
No, 903.
I'm more apt to go to like anywhere else in the U.S. I'm not a big fan of Texas. It's not bigger there. Things are not bigger.
Damn it.
Some things are.
I was hoping if I ever moved there, it would just,
Oh!
Ah!
I can't help you there.
Well, that was funny though. Yeah. Self-deprecating humor for the win.
Are we getting some more viewers? Thank you.
Oh, are you watching for comments?
Yeah. Just
Hey,
looking
if you
for
comment,
comments.
John's watching, so hopefully he'll
On the
notice.
Facebook.
I have to
Oh,
listen
on
to
the
my job.
Oh, Facebook! Yay! Woo!
Yeah, if you're on Facebook,
Hi, friends.
you can comment. John will see. I'm not watching YouTube. I probably should be, but I'm not because I have other things to do.
Yeah. So we are.
That was such a douche comment.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
mean the
man.
the show that John is also doing?
Hey, I have to read the can, pour the can. Come on.
Yeah, I guess I'll step up and start watching YouTube.
I gotta do the math.
This is
That was my
B52
job.
Brewing's Tiramisu Imperial Pastry Stout at 13%. This is a big boy.
That's cute because Can Cam's not working.
Is it really not?
Yeah, no.
No, really nothing. We got
Hold on,
this.
hold on.
Yeah.
Like, do more of a.
It's been a while since I've had to do this. I'm not used to the tilt.
I thought you meant hold something that big.
Oh, by far. Shit.
That's girthy.
I was going to say, damn.
You say you don't need length in your cocker.
I was gonna say, if I'm built like this, it doesn't need to be as long. God damn.
Oh,
You don't necessarily need length if you got girth.
I mean, you're saying like the can of tuna will suffice?
Oh, that might be too short.
Yeah.
Nobody buys. There's a reason there aren't even toys made like that.
So there is a ratio.
There is a ratio, yes. There's a button you gotta push. Oh, shit. And then kill Tyler? And then broke him? Been waiting for that to happen all night?
That's what she said.
all night. God, when is it going to happen?
There's a flavor here I don't like. And I'm having trouble.
Yeah. There's not enough coffee for it to be tiramisu. There's
Not enough
coffee.
There's a cookie
A very
dust.
bad astringency. A flavor that if you take a drink and let it sit for a second,
It's extract.
They're trying to hit
Yeah.
that ladyfinger taste, but they're not getting it. I was not actually being dirty there.
I know,
Not
but
even
it
you
sounded
went-
What
like
is
you
the
were-
ladyfinger?
Happy National Women's Day, by the way.
What is the
Ladyfinger is a
What's the
little bit-
ladyfinger?
That's what's in tiramisu, right?
Yes.
That's
That nail's clipped, right?
Oh,
what?
oh, hey. Well, if we're gonna go down that route, can I give you one more joke?
Yes.
Oh boy, which button?
There will be no cursing or
Damn.
too rough innuendos. Okay.
Well, then maybe not.
So-
What are we doing with this joke?
No, this is a good lesbian joke. You're gonna like.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Okay, so what do you call a legion of lesbians with rifles?
Oh God, what?
Militia Etheridge. My friend Tasha gave me that one today. Thank you, Tasha. She'll probably watch this now that I say. I will let her know that I told her joke on air with you guys.
That's
That's a
amazing.
good one.
This says create challenge. Join the chat. I can't see the chat.
Tell her to look for part 2. Will be where that chat's at on
Okay,
YouTube.
okay. Part two.
Too many guys YouTube. Part 2 for this one. Erin, part 2 is literally all it says for the title. That joke will be in that. No, I
I've been
agree,
a short
John.
pour
They
later if you're lucky.
definitely use extract, and that's why you're getting those little bit of off flavors, the kind of chemically feel.
Yeah. There needs to be. Actually, they need that espresso powder that I used.
They do.
They need that coffee flavor to really pull that tiramisu out.
The one good thing about this is, I would not say I thought that was 13%.
No,
Yeah, there's
it's
no way I
not.
thought that. Yeah,
This might
does
make
not
it
drink
be
like a
myself.
13.
If
Not
they didn't-
because you ever want to drink it again, but
Well, no, if they didn't
It's
advertise
not
this as a tiramisu, this isn't bad. It's just the tiramisu
Yeah, it's just-
that they didn't hit.
it's
Yeah, I mean-
artificial. It's a little astringent. It's not. It leaves a weird taste. Like, no, it's not good. The only good thing is it's 13%, and damn it, I would not know that.
No, I would drink this again. Just, I wouldn't expect that it's going to taste like tiramisu like they advertise.
Hey,
So
we
I
finally
was
are going to
gonna say,
have one that's different.
I could use this as a beer for cheesecake.
It would
but
be.
I would
You'd
definitely
have
it
to
up.
punch
put,
it up.
I would have to put in the extra flavor because again, like there's
There's not enough.
There's a little bit of even like a slight hint of vanilla and tiramisu that I'm not getting from this. I don't get the tiramisu. Like
No.
Yeah.
Hold on.
you're just like a chocolate. It's like a chocolate
Stout.
Stop.
yeah, like if it's
Yeah,
good,
as
Not
a
good.
chocolate stout, it's fine.
it's all right. Yeah, it's definitely drinkable.
But yeah, you
It's a
definitely can't call
strong
this a tiramisu.
chocolate stout at 13. Oh,
Well,
I know we got
big
next
thing
week
is
on
what's
watch.
on the can has to be in the can.
That's-
Yeah,
Fair
exactly.
Nothing that is on this can other than the word stout, and hopefully that's accurate. Hopefully they don't pull 450 North and the ABV's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my bad. It's been a while since I made fun of them for that.
That's fine.
whoops.
Take your last sip, dear.
Do I go first? No. does
Yes,
Erin?
I was first last time.
Okay.
Right, back to you.
So the biggest thing is, like I said, if it's in the can, it better be in the can, and it's just not. It's drinkable. I would drink it again, but I can't even call it an average beer if it's a tiramisu beer because it's not a tiramisu beer. So I'm gonna go a 2.75.
Yeah, you're going to need your calculator. Go ahead, Aaron.
I'm giving it a 2.5. Just because, like I said, between the not having any flavor profile, believe me, I eat the hell out of some tiramisu when I get the chance.
That's why I picked it. I figured.
There is definitely nothing that resembles tiramisu in that can. Beyond
Yeah.
the chocolate, the slight chocolate
Yeah.
that comes from a stout.
So, it doesn't have anything that's on the can. It has a slight astringency to me, a chemical taste to me, and leaves an unpleasant finish. Therefore, it is the only bonus points it gets, the only reason it doesn't drop even lower is the fact that it's a 13% and doesn't drink like it.
Yeah.
So if somebody's handing it to me for free, even though I know what it tastes like and I'm not a fan, if I'm at a party, I'm out of beer, and somebody hands this to me for free, I'm going to drink it.
Yeah.
So therefore, it is not below a 1, but I'm giving it a 1.5.
Yep, that's why I
Yowzers.
went with the 2.5. I have a really hard time going
2.25.
less than a 2.
Unless
Just
it's
because
terrible.
I feel like it has to be like, this has to be like sink water for it to be less than
No,
a
that's
2
under
for
a
me.
1.
Yeah.
Based on our scale,
I
because
would,
a
I would
3
happily
is
drink
average,
this though.
Yeah.
I will not happily drink
Well,
this.
see, I would between the ABV, because
I will happily get drunk on it
yeah.
because if it's somebody hands it to me for free and it's 13% doesn't taste like it, but it doesn't mean I'll enjoy the beer.
I regardless, I still think, despite the fact that there's no tiramisu there, it is a pretty solid stout. I will at least give it that. It's decent stout.
Chemically, it's fair.
Matt?
I'm going to agree with Aaron. I didn't hear what John had to say while I was doing my dish bitchly duties, but
Pretty much the same thing.
yeah, like it's on its own. Like if it didn't say anything about tiramisu in the can,
Yeah, if it had just
was-
said it was a stout,
just
I'd
said it
be
was a
like, damn,
stout,
this is pretty
maybe a
good.
chocolate
Mhm.
stout. But like, all right, this hits the marker of what it's supposed to be. It's not what's on the can, and I'll come to that. But it's
Biggest word.
smooth drinking. It's 13%. It would taste
The
not
13%, man.
off if it wasn't aiming for tiramisu. I would go a 2.75 just because of the drinkability and the ABV. Like it's not what it should be, and that's why I'm going below average. But it's not a terrible
We're doing
beer.
1 minute on this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would drink it again if it was provided to
It's
me.
getting to 1
Like,
minute tonight.
Last one,
Kinda
boys
like my love life.
and girls.
Ah!
That was a good one!
That makes me
Self-deprecating.
kind of sad for you, though.
It's better than, some people.
I feel like that was aimed at someone.
There was a finger point.
You know, sometimes if you didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck at all.
God, that's true. I mean, hell, our computer shut down on us today. And by our, I mean John's. It's his fault.
Listen, if I can buy a new graphics card, which are sold out everywhere, I'll build us a new one.
I tend to
All
bring
day,
a
all day.
series of unfortunate
Erware.
events with me. I did have a fucking amplifier, like a speaker, just randomly hit me in the head. So,
I'm
like,
excited for this.
You've heard
one,
that story,
though.
right?
yeah.
I have not heard that story,
I
but I
was
do
like-
know there's an Indiana state law that
She was-
requires.
She was playing music at
I
a
was.
venue.
It was the last song right before I took a break.
Oh, always.
The last song before I took a break. It was the first set.
So you turned up to 11 because you have to.
Well, no, actually, here's the bullshit of it. I was playing like a soft, like, finger picky song. If I had been rocking that shit Spinal Tap-ish, I would have gladly taken that speaker to the fucking head because I would have known I'd have been rocking so hard.
You were playing
but
Melissa
no, I
Etheridge.
was trying to like take some panties off, and so it was like soft and pretty, play little wiggly wees and shit. And all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of a wiggly, and the fucking speaker just went. And the only thing that saved me actually from a concussion, to the extent that they would
She
have
has
taken
a really hard head.
well, beyond that, but I was wearing my
A helmet?
hat,
Yeah.
and it literally stopped it from hitting. Just where, I had what they call a subdermal hematoma, which is a fancy word for a goose egg. And I also told the Ball State Memorial folks to go
Fuck themselves?
go fuck themselves. Yes, basically, I'm not giving those assholes any more money. And I
Shocker.
finished my beer and I played 4 more songs.
Atta girl.
And I also
And then
ended
she
up
doesn't
walking-
remember going home. No.
No, I do actually, surprisingly, but I definitely, that kind of concussion is not something that I would want to recreate in any way, shape, or form.
Those holes are still in the wall at that said venue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I put my finger in and felt where the wall stud was.
The lady finger?
Yeah, you know exactly who I'm talking to right now. You, I know what you did. I know what you did. You know what you did, and you felt bad about it, and that's the only reason why I.
And you
forgave
should have felt bad about it.
Our next beer, I love you, Erin, is the River North Brewing out of Denver, Colorado. Whiskey barrel aged Mr. Sandman barrel aged Imperial Stout coming in at a whopping 13%. Vintage 2020, release number 4, cases bottled only 200. Dream a little, dream.
It kind of actually, one of the things I really liked about it is I'm a big Neil Gaiman fan, and
We told you that doesn't work. It's a
the
scale of 10,
Sandman,
Tyler.
I just got
The camera doesn't work.
I'm so used to it.
I just got some really cool Neil Gaiman scenes.
Yeah,
and stuff.
no, I can
Did
appreciate
you see that? Did you
Sorry,
see
I didn't mean
that?
to cut you off. Tyler just being very last week Tyler there all of a sudden.
At least it wasn't because I was drunk this time. It was just I forgot.
So
Ooh.
So, River
Sorry.
North is a brewery I have been
I
to.
said,
They
Tell me all
are.
about it. Tell me all about it.
They are.
I took a little sip, so my mouth is happy.
They are fantastic people. They've actually hooked us up before with a few beers. We've also gotten a lot more from Taver, hence why we have like the
starter
River
pack.
North wall here. Right behind, like over here, Aaron, right behind us. River North, River North, River North. There's another one right there.
There's a
Yeah,
hole where
yeah,
this
yeah.
River North was at.
Yeah. Their beer is fantastic. I haven't had this one yet. I haven't sampled mine yet. I was so excited for if we were going to give one of our favorite beers to one of our favorite people that we went with River North.
Just
Yeah.
smell it.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
good.
Give it the little smaller swirl.
yeah.
Are you a left or right now?
Smaller swirl. I need to
There
go
we go. I'm the
clockwise.
same way, yeah.
Yep.
Because it's the op, for those of you that have never watched, the smaller swirl is where, before you taste your beer, before you even really smell it,
I believe
you
it can
kind
get
of take like a
patented.
courtesy sniff early just to kind of see what's there. You let it go, and then when you spin it, you don't go the way you normally would. So, like for me, counterclockwise is my natural spin. The reason is it reminds you to do kind of all the steps because you have to think about going the opposite of normal. Realistically, it doesn't matter what way you spin it, but it's more the thought process. It engages
it's
the
setting
mind.
your brain.
It sets your brain ready to taste, smell. It tells you what you're doing. This is natural, so your brain wanders. This is, all right, I'm about
gotta
to
think
smell.
about this.
I'm about to
Taste, yeah,
taste.
it's intentional.
Focus.
Everything's with intent. So you take a deep smell, pull it away, then you take the smell and let it drift. Because each part of that's going to give you a little bit of a different sniff. When you take your first drink, you're going to swirl it around the tongue. Make sure it touches every part of your tongue. That way you get every flavor, every complex flavor in the beer, swallow it, and then you can kind of think about it a little bit before you continue drinking your beer.
Patented smaller swirl.
Look for, speaking of smaller swirl, Smartest Man in Beer. He's our guest next week.
Oh.
And I'm going to post on Instagram and maybe some other places and gather some questions for the Smartest Man in Beer.
Who's the smartest man in beer?
Kevin
Smoller.
Smo Money
Oh, okay.
Smoller. He is the do everything chemical guy from Sun King.
Oh, all right. I'm a big fan.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's DUI shelf.
That I have no idea this is 13%.
No, it doesn't drink like it's got.
Yeah,
it just
this
tastes like
is-
brown water. It's got like no ABV.
This is whiskey barrel aged.
Smooth
and you get barrel.
AF.
Yeah, I
You
get barrel. Yeah, the
but
barrel's
you
there.
don't get
You don't get that barrel.
alcohol.
Yeah, it's not that alcohol-y
Yeah.
barrel up frontness
You
that
You
other
get
people
the
I
best.
know. That's
You
why I
get
don't
the
like
best
barrel.
part of barrel aged. You get the barrel flavor without that like whiskey punch,
that woodiness.
which I like bourbon in general. But
Oh, I like that
yeah.
heavy boozy
But this
barrel
is-
aged, but this is a very subtle.
this is good.
People that don't like barrel aged would like
any
this.
gimmicks, any adjuncts, any.
barrel aged imperial stout.
No,
And it
So it's
tastes,
base-
it tastes
it's
like
base.
it tastes
Yeah.
like they took their imperial stout
is
and
as
threw it in a
advertised.
barrel.
It's got a little bit. I like barley wines a lot.
There's some
And-
complexity and flavor
Yeah,
here.
and there's some
Me too.
definitely barley wines are my favorite beer style.
They make a really good barley wine.
They make really good
Please,
everything.
thank you.
Actually, have we drank their barley wine yet?
I don't know.
I had it at the brewery. I can't remember if because we have it. I can't remember
That
if we drank it or
is
not.
so crushable.
Yeah, it is.
A 13% crushable barrel aged stout. I didn't think I would say.
And the opposite of that Japanese brewery we've enjoyed, that's under 12% in their under 12 ounces in their 12-ounce bottle. This comes in at 12.7 ounces.
Nice.
Yeah,
Ooh.
That's really good.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's,
Oh my gosh.
I want this with a steak
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I
Red
want-
meat would be good.
Medium
Honestly,
rare.
even a
Maybe
roast,
garlic mashed potatoes,
even a.
red skin, garlic red skins.
Yes.
But while you guys have your
Some
orgasms
asparagus.
over there,
Yeah, we're gonna have a food gasm. I just want this with more of this.
Okay, I need all of this in my mouth.
hey, honestly, a roast spit chicken would work well too.
Roast pig. Okay, I could do that.
I think same thing though. I still see the garlic potato. Like
Yeah, I
Yeah,
the
there's
rest of
garlic
it doesn't
garlic
change
potatoes,
much.
yeah.
But little
But my
rosemary,
first-
little thyme.
My first thoughts truly were actually like a spit roasted chicken. That little bit of fire crackled skin, all
Yeah,
that
I
I
can see
think
that, I
blends
can
the
see
flavor
that.
real well.
I can see
The
that.
smoke from the fire or whatever you're using. So if you did your smoker spit, that kind of thing. Ooh, wow, that sounds like a dirty sex thing.
It really did.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. Whatever.
On the,
It
on
is
the
starting to
bologna,
get warmer
John.
out.
Bologna.
I am going to do that on the
Anybody
phone.
comment over there, John?
No, no
Good.
comments.
I mean,
I dripped on myself. I dripped.
whew. So again, this is from River North. They have 2 locations in Denver, which are like 15 minutes apart, but it's 2 different tap rooms.
Okay.
One is in more of a party district area, from what I heard, so you get a lot of younger crowd. I think it's like Washington Street or something like that. It gets like a little more party, a little more busy kind of, and then a lot of the like true River North regulars go to the other one. And it was funny because that's the one I happened to go to because I was meeting up with their head of marketing and like social media person.
Because we got
she
clout
was,
now.
She was over there. And
We have a YouTube show.
I go to hang out with her and talk to her, and it was funny because it was real quiet outside, and I'm like, man, as good a beer as this is, I know it's a little chilly, and Denver at the time, you couldn't even go in other than to order. You had to drink outside. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. It's nighttime. It's a little chilly.
It's
Fair.
Denver.
But I'm talking to these guys, and they're like, oh, no, like the other place, it's great, especially if you're younger. Like, it's awesome. But this is like the chill, like true, like beer connoisseur one. The other one has the same beer, but it's more like little party atmosphere. And I'm like, that's hilarious. I go, that works because I enjoy
This.
this.
I would rather have a conversation
yeah.
Yes.
versus shouting at people.
Yeah. So
Then
it cracked me
grinding.
up because it was like, well, I don't think there's grinding at the brewery, but
I don't know.
mean, there might be, I guess. I wasn't there.
Young crowd party atmosphere.
But
I
it
mean,
definitely cracked me up that I
Alcohol?
went to the location that's like more my skin.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it's all guys like 15, 20 years older than I am. And I'm just like, yes, I'm in my place.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Great
Yeah,
beer.
this is tasty. I would 10 out of 10 do again.
Who goes first?
Aaron does.
Oh, I'm giving this a motherfucking 10!
Well,
Or
it's
a
out of
5.
5. Hey, that's
See,
fair.
1 5, okay.
fair.
That is
No,
fair.
That's
Like, I normally laugh when a guest like gets really like fangirly over beer, but that was a
you just said fingerly?
fangirly.
Oh.
And
we're not lady fingering.
Although
I
the way
know.
we have been talking about things, I mean,
I mean, I can see where I got that.
let's be honest.
this is one of the better non-adjunct stouts we've had.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the Freedom non-adjunct, some of the other ones that were just, hey, we took our beer, the only thing we did to it was we threw this one in a barrel. And it's good. Like,
Yeah, this is damn good.
this is, and they do a bunch of variants of the Sandman. I actually think we have the XO Sandman back there. And it, to me, that's just, this is impressive when you can just be like, I made a beer so damn good.
We didn't do a lot to
We
it.
didn't have to add shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah. Other than one beer, I've been with Tyler pretty much all night. I'm going 4.5.
So it comes out to a 4.75 or a 4.5.
Actually,
475.
that is rounding up to 4.75.
Yeah.
It's a solid beer. I really wanted to give it a better score. It was one of those where I was like,
Yeah.
but even with them doing it so well, it's hard for me to give a base stout that's only been barrel aged just that much of an extra bump. It's not impossible. We've done it.
Yeah.
It just, it's not even my favorite beer by them,
No, yeah.
which tells you how fucking good this brewery is.
Okay.
Like,
Right?
like when I can
That's
say
a
my
bad
4.5 is not the highest beer rating I've given one of theirs.
That's beer.
But if it's not even my favorite by them, I was like, how do I go much higher? We don't compare, but it was still kind of like, nah.
Well, we said when we start hitting that 4.5 and above, that's where
Yeah.
like personal preference and,
Yeah,
and
personal
other beers you've
preference
had
goes
does
by,
start to
yeah.
wane a little bit because it's just too hard not to say this is my favorite beer I've ever had and not consider others.
Yeah, it would be really easy for me to have given it a 4.75.
Yeah, I would say
but it
it's-
just,
I have a tendency when it comes to like anything whiskey barreled to generally over.
honestly, a 5's a good score for it though. Like I didn't
No, it's
blame
very
you at
fair.
all.
Yeah,
That's-
I understand it.
I am very happy we had this beer with Aaron. That
Yes,
is
absolutely.
Yes.
That was fucking phenomenal. I appreciate you guys.
In my opinion, a 4.5 beer could easily be a 5. It just depends on who's scoring it. I mean,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's
hell. It could depend on the day.
Yeah.
Some days your taste buds change. Well, yours especially do, but people's taste
Hashtag
buds
good tongue day.
do change.
Yeah, apparently you had a good time day today. Look at you.
Yeah,
Good
you're
job,
right
John.
with all of us all day long. It's weird.
Run with the big dogs.
Oh, he straight up his taste buds. You could give him the same beer 5 days in a row, and he would
Would
score
he
it different
score-
5 different days.
Okay.
It's weird.
At least 4.
Next week is going to be fun because we're doing the blind taste testing.
I hope you have a good tongue day because
hope so.
when you do, you are on point.
I hope he
Yeah,
doesn't. That way I will look so much better. Because I'm going to crash
I
and
am
burn.
nervous because my job for this company is just like John's and yours. It's to sound intelligent about beer. So
Yeah.
to do a blind taste test with the smartest man in beer makes me a little nervous. It really does.
If I get outsmart by the
guess
smartest
you
man in
don't.
beer, I'm going to take that
Now,
instead.
I will say this. I feel a little more confident because when we did the off-flavor test, when he had to sample the off-flavors, everything I picked up was stuff that was correct. Like, I wasn't going,
Yeah.
oh, I get this, and he's looking at me going,
Right.
so that makes me feel a little better, but I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Well, pucker.
Yeah, a little butt puckered. It's fine. But yeah, sorry, random. Thank you for coming on, Erin. by the
Oh,
way.
thanks for
Yeah,
having me,
it's
guys. This was hella fun, dude.
Absolutely
I don't get out of my fucking house anymore.
We didn't even dive
So-
into your nerddom and
No.
everything else. Which, by the way, when I came over and you had all those Nightmare Before Christmas things,
Oh yeah,
including
I got
a massive Jack Skeleton
We'll
and
Just wait,
put a pin in
'cause I have
there.
steps and
That'll be
I have
Aaron
steps.
part 2.
Yeah, you
Two.
guys actually, I have
part
microphones
two,
and shit.
part
You
two?
guys come over to my house. We'll do this in my music room and shit. I
Yeah.
got my little ukulele. And
we could do it on the road over at Aaron's show
We
one
can do
day.
that.
Yeah.
We can talk.
yeah, my
We'll
wife don't
figure something
care.
out.
My wife don't care.
Because your wife's a badass.
Yeah.
She is. She
What's
is.
that?
Hashtag love you, Melissa. But no, thank you for coming on the show. It's been fantastic. We can't wait to have you back.
Absolutely.
I am TBG_Ops guy
Mudhog BQ.
with us today.
Aaron Donovan.
And behind the camera, the one, the only,
I'll scream that.
you love him, but you don't want to see him. We're the Two Bearded Guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.